Okay, good morning once again, and thank you all for joining today's webinar. My name is Elaine, and our topic for today is how to access files on the go through FileCloud mobile applications. So, to those who have questions in the middle of the webinar, please feel free to chat them here in our Q&A box, and I'll attend to your questions after, okay? So to start, I have mirrored here my screen. This is my mobile phone. Okay. So I am going to show you how to access files through Android. So my phone is Android. All right. So the first screen that we are about to see when we open the FileCloud mobile application app is our account selection screen. So as you can see, we can save multiple accounts, multiple FileCloud user accounts here. So if you want to add more account, then you just select this plus icon in the lower right hand corner. You just add the server address, or which is your FileCloud site URL. The account is basically the username that was registered by the administrator and the password. And if you check that one, you should be good to go. Okay. So to start, let's try to log in here as user Elaine. And please note that we are trying to access a user here with full access level. So the FileCloud mobile application can only be accessed by the full user access or the guest user access, but not the limited account access. Okay, so same, we can see our My Files, team folders, and share with me. And in here, it's the same with the web UI. We have our favorites and also our recent files access. So let's try to go um, here in my documents. So we have the option here to share, to download, send, add to favorites. We can also add comments, rename the file, and we can find here in the file info, of course, our metadata. Um, these are the built-in metadatas, and of course our Microsoft Office tag metadata, which was just recently made available since 20.1. And to start, let's try to enable offline sync on Android so we can access these files without any internet connection. So that is our sync um, feature here in our FileCloud mobile apps. So let's go back to the account selection screen. We have the option here to click sync. Or if we click the settings, we can select here offline sync, enable automatic sync, and offline files will be updated automatically. Okay, so that can be found here in our settings from our account selection screen. Okay, so going back to our files here, let's say we wanted to sync this entire documents folder, then we just need to select the menu icon here beside the folder and select available offline. Now we are given two sync types here, which is the one-way sync and the two-way sync. So for the one-way sync, any changes made to your local files will be ignored. And um, and when syncing, your local files will be overwritten with updated files from the server. Whereas with the two-way sync, so the changes made to your local files will be uploaded to the server when syncing. And any files on the server that have been updated since the last sync will replace your local files. So that's the two-way sync. So let's say select the two-way sync. And you can see here the status here. Below, offline sync is in progress. So if you wanna remove that file, then I mean remove the sync, then you just disable, turn it off here. Or we can also select from here. Okay. Now, since our two-way sync is already enabled, now let's try to perform the actual sync here by going back here and then select sync. So which says offline sync is in progress. All right. Uh-huh. Okay. So as you can see, we can already see the check here, which is it has been synced successfully. Now let's try to open a file here. So here in a FileCloud mobile app, you can easily preview a file without opening it from the Microsoft Office applications. So that one, you can just select or tap on that file, and you can easily preview on that file. So we can also access these files directly using the Microsoft Office. So let's go out here, go to our Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel. This is how we access FileCloud from using the Office directly. So we just select open, and then if we click browse, then here you go. You can directly view or select files directly. Let's say select from FileCloud Elaine, and then here we can see our files here directly from our FileCloud server. Or if we wanted to open directly from our Excel or any other Microsoft Office applications, and we wanted to create a new file or a new sheet here, then after updating this one, you can select save as and then click browse again, and then select again from the FileCloud accounts. And once you have already selected the path, then just click save, and then there you go. So that file is automatically uploaded to the FileCloud account. That was, there you go. Okay, we can see that now. And also, it is also possible to access the FileCloud server files from other applications. The reason is that we don't need to switch to the FileCloud application every time you need to access the file, so you can stay in that other application. So for example, on your Gmail, and you need to attach a file. Okay, so let's try going to our Gmail here. And then let's compose an email and say we will need to attach a file directly from the FileCloud server. So if we open that we can access here the FileCloud account. this one. Yeah. And this is the file that we just created using the Microsoft Excel, right? So you can easily attach from the Gmail and access your files. All right, so going back to our FileCloud mobile application. Yeah, so it is, the syncing is in progress and we can hide that one. Now, let's say if you don't want to sync all files and you just need to access selected files. So our option is to download. Let's say we just want to download a specific file here. Yeah, so you just need to tap on the menu icon and select download. And then you can select a storage space here for you to choose from. Now to set a default, we can also set a default download location here in our Android. So let's just go back here in our settings from our account selection menu. And then from our settings, we go down here in our download section and select default download location. Here's this one. Then we can select internal storage and then select download, that one. And then once you have already selected a location path here, you can see an option to remove download default location. Okay. All right. And then let's go back here. Okay. Now we can also upload automatically a file here. So if we select this folder menu on the lower right hand corner, you can select plus sign. You can create new folder, upload files, images, or even videos. And yes, we can scan a document directly from our FileCloud mobile application, which is really helpful whenever you have, need to scan a document and it just directly uploads here in a FileCloud. Or you can also take a picture and it gets uploaded to where you added this picture. So if you take a picture from this folder, then it will automatically upload here in our documents folder. Okay, so let's say we upload a sample file here. Yeah, just select download, and you can see the status here at the above section. It says file successfully added. Okay. All right. Next is let's try to move files. So let's try to create first a new folder here. Let's say our folder name is about reports. Select OK. And then from the document section, we will try to move this test3 document. So to do that, just long press on your mobile, or you can also select multiple files here. And then select this menu, select move, and then going back here in our reports, and there. It's very quick and easy to move files here in our mobile application. All right, so sharing is also very convenient. We can share by folder level. Just select on the menu icon again here, you have the option to share folder. Okay, so from here, we have two share types, which is public or private. So as you can see, you can identify from the logo of the share icon here if it's public or private. So you can see the difference that the private is shaded. There you go, private is shaded and the public is not shaded. And you can set the permissions here, whether to have the view only or download only, or this person can view, download, or upload. Right, and you can also set a password for secure sharing. You can customize that one or use the default one. And then, sorry about that. And you can, and after you have set the password, then you can send the link directly. Okay, let's try to disable the offline here so you don't get refresh. Now, if you send the link, then it links to your Gmail account that you can, just send it directly to the email address of the person you're sharing the URL with. So it sends the public URL here and the password for them to access the folder. Okay. So if we wanted to remove the share, going back here from the share folder, on the upper right hand corner, we have this delete share. If you wanted to remove the share of this folder. Okay. So if not by folder, we can also share by file here. Let's say we wanted to share this file privately. Then you can just add user. Let's say I'm going to add this to user May. And there you go. So we just make sure that this user is already registered in FileCloud, and we can also add groups here. So we can select it to everyone or to other groups that you wanted. Yeah, so it also gives you a share link for the private share, which you can just easily copy. Or if you open, and if you can also try to open that link, and it will lead you to our FileCloud Web UI. Yeah, they can just log in first, and then they can access the file from here. All right. So yeah, you can search for any documents here. You can select filter, and you can also change how you would like to view your files here. All right. And I guess that's it. That's how convenient that we can securely access and share files through our mobile application. So if you have any questions, I'll be waiting for your questions, then I can answer them. So while waiting, I'm gonna share this to you first. We have so a quick start guide will be emailed to all the attendees who have joined today. And of course, feel free to contact our support team. We have a new support portal here, which is at help@codelife.com. That's help@codelife.com. You can submit a ticket, you can track your ticket here, and you can also access our FileCloud documentation, or you can go directly to getfilecloud.com/support docs. You can just search for any topics that you need help or you need guidance help here. And of course, here in our website, which is getfilecloud.com, we have our tutorial videos. So to those who have missed to join our past webinars, some of those videos can be found here. Yeah, you just scroll down here. We have many topics. And please continue joining our webinars, which is scheduled every Wednesday. Yeah, our next webinar would be July 15, how to manage users and groups easily using policies. Okay, we got a question here. In the browser form, we can select permission, sync for the sharing option. Are we able to do so in the mobile form as well? Could you clarify your question when you say select permission sync? Let's go back here. So if we select our folders here, my files, select document, and when you share a folder, you can set a permission here, view, download, and upload. Ah, okay. I think I get now your question. So if we select here a document and you wanted to share that one, yeah, so yeah, thank you for clarifying. So sharing permissions. So let me go back. Yeah, here we go. So going back to the document, let's say we wanted to share this test2 document. Select share. And then after we have added a user here, then you see this icon here. You just select that one and you can permit the user whether to view, download, or share. But we don't have the sync. But, sorry, we can actually have, let's try to add a user here with full access. Add user. Because the user that I just added will only have guest access. So let's go back here. Okay, apologies for my let's try to add here a full account user. So for those administrators and users, Just to take note of the URL, it should be /UI/admin to access the admin portal, or /UI/core for the user portal. Okay, let's try to add a user here with full access. We'll add FileCloud. Okay, now we can see check here. And yeah, so even if it's a full user access, then we can only share permissions to view, download, or share. All right. I hope that answers your question. You're welcome. Any more questions? Also, for our recent newsletter, which was just sent out last week of June, which is about FileCloud Mobile Applications. So for administrator, we advise you to, forward or share our monthly newsletter also to your users, so they can also be aware of our new features available there. Let me try to share that one so to those who have not. Yes, so let me resume my share. Yeah, here you go. So here's our monthly newsletter, which is all about FileCloud mobile applications. We have, added here what are the benefits and the features that we have, a tip of the month, and also our webinars for the users also to join. So for administrators out there, we encourage you to forward this monthly newsletter to all of your FileCloud users. All right, and that's it. So if you have other questions, you can just, access our support portal, help@coldate.com, and I'll be sending a recording of the webinar to all the attendees or those who have registered. So in case you just can't, attend our webinar, then you can just register and you'll receive a recording afterwards. All right, so thank you once again for joining today's webinar, and have a great day.